First of all, I want to thank you so much for taking your time to come here and visit the home office. I don't know, have you gotten a tour yet? Coming later. Okay, you're going to get a tour of the facility, and I'll be spending some time with you as well before your tour, just as a means of communication. I'm going to give you some information about ACN, but we designed these sessions more so to have you get the information that you came to get. And so if there's any questions, if you ever wanted to ask of me or ACN in general, feel free to ask. I'll give you my best shot. If I know the answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't, I'll make one up. No, just kidding. I will get the answer for you. If somebody in here will just jot down the question, I'll be more than happy to get the appropriate people to give us the right answer for all of you to move forward. This is a very important year in ACN, as you all know. This is our 20th year of opportunity, which we're very excited about. We're coming up on our 20th year anniversary this coming January, which we're going to have a big celebration. Where we're going to be, I don't even know where we're going to be at. But it's a great time in our company. We've been preparing for 2012 for a long time. We put a lot of things in place over the last couple of years that I know that most of you, are relatively new, so you have no idea what ACN was like 2 years ago. But I can tell you that it's nothing like it is today. It's so much greater today. In fact, it's the best that it's ever been. And I've been able to say that for a long time, just because every year we've been able to grow. We've been able to solidify our infrastructure and our business relationships. And today, after 20 years, we're finding ourselves in an extremely great position. We're the 19th largest direct selling company in the entire world today, which is quite a feat for being around for 20 years. We are the number one, the largest direct seller of telecommunications and home services in the world. But if you compare us to all the other companies out there, the companies that have been around for 100 years or so, the Avons of the world, the Shackleys, the Herbalifes, all those multi-billion-dollar organizations, and you stack us up against all the direct selling companies in the world, we are number 19. So it's really exciting for us to be in that spot. We have a great reputation, as all of you know. In the direct selling industry, people are really amazed at what ACN has been able to accomplish within a relatively short period of time. But as I had our meeting in Dallas, Texas, with the top 100 direct sellers, and we were getting all these accolades, and people were coming to us, asking us how we create this culture and environment that we've been able to create. The thing that goes through my mind is I don't see that we've done anything that special, because all that we've done is continue to do what we knew how to do for the last 20 years, and ACN has just become what it has become. So I really believe that the best years of ACN are ahead of us and not behind us. I believe that the first 19 years of our opportunity were spectacular, but I think they're going to pale in comparison to where we're going to be 20 years from now. For those of you that can get some real good insight on what our future is going to hold and what that can mean for you and your family, it could be very spectacular for you as well. Now, I know what the numbers are. I know what the ratios are of people that even sit down with me during a luncheon, and we're all appreciative of the time that we're able to spend together. And I love meeting you, and hopefully you love meeting me as well. But I know there's some of you in this room that aren't going to pay the price long term, and it's just a fact. Not every one of you are going to become regional vice presidents. Not every one of you will become a senior vice president, because you're going to get tired, you'll quit, somebody will disappoint you, and you're going to determine for yourself that it's not worth it. I'm just going to encourage you today that if you can get through those times that I know you're going to experience, some of you probably have already experienced it, where you question yourselves maybe of whether or not this is a worthwhile opportunity for you to push through those adversities that you receive. I'm here to tell you that it's more than worth it. James obviously is here to tell you that it's more than worth it because of what it's done in our lives. And I can tell you that there's nothing special about me, there's nothing special about James. We just have been here longer and didn't quit. And so that should give all of you great hope that if you just stick it out long term, put one foot in front of the other, great things will happen for you also. Because we're a company that has stood the test of time. For all intents and purposes, if you knew how we started, we shouldn't be here today. You know, there was plenty of times where in the early days where people were believing in our opportunity and our vision, and they were selling businesses and quitting their jobs. Even when we told them not to, they did it anyway. Because I didn't know whether or not we were going to be open one more day. But the fact of the matter is, here we are, 20 years from now. And those of you that were at the international event, I will tell this story until I'm not able to speak anymore. But you are looking at one of the most blessed companies that you will ever lay eyes on, because I know how we started. I know where we've come from. And I know how grueling of a time that it was when I didn't know whether or not we'd be able to operate one more day, because it wasn't looking so good. But when that door was closed, man, within 24, 48 hours, there was another door that opened up for us. And here we are, 20 years later. And so I know for a fact that today's going to be a special day for you, because you're not only going to be able to hear from me and answer any questions that you may have, but you're going to get a home office tour, and you're going to see the infrastructure that's been established for all of you to enjoy your opportunity with. You don't have to worry about all the things that we had to worry about for 20 years. You don't have to worry about buying an office building or a complex such as this. You don't have to worry about employing 1,300 people worldwide. You don't have to worry about opening up offices in Australia, in Korea, and in Quebec, or in Amsterdam, which is where all of our office space is, employing just over 1,300 people. All that you have to worry about is going to talk to somebody and get them on an app and go get some customers. So really that's the game for you. And so it's a blessing to be able to come to an opportunity such as this, where you can be in business for yourself, have the ultimate infrastructure in place for you to take advantage of. And all that you have to do is what we've been telling you to do since you signed your app. And it's nothing more than that. It really is that simple of a concept. In fact, sometimes I ask the Circle of Champions, in our meetings, I say, how many more different ways can we teach or train somebody on how to recruit and go get customers? That's really all we do. And if we can just keep you in the ballgame long enough, continue to create the culture and environment for you to plug into, forever how long it takes for you to win, that's where we're at today. That's where our mindset is. And so I want to thank you for coming here and spending time with us. I know that James had planned this for a long time, and you're a special group of people that he has identified for you to come to the home office and to spend some time here and get a tour and then get some training during the course of the day, and then go back home a lot different than when you came, where your belief system will be so solid, where if somebody says that this is a pyramid scheme or this is not going to work, you just want to knock their head off. But that's where you're going to get to by the time you leave here. So that's our goal. And if you don't walk out of here with that mindset, then you didn't ask the right question. Because I'm here to answer anything that you may want to have an answer for. And if I don't have the answer, I will get it for you before you leave. All right? So I'll just open up the session for all of you. Yes, one.
To pick up on your statement about 20 years and you looked at it, and 2 years ago it looked a lot different. I work for a company that's 350 years old, and obviously there's been a lot of changes in strategy for that company. So in taking, looking at my notes here, obviously there's a lot of shifts